Hey guys, as you may or may not know, I'm Andre, one of the stage scholars, and this is our very first vlog. Yep, you heard me. Vlog, not blog. What I'll be talking to you about in this video is some of the fieldwork that I undertook when I went on my trip to Thailand. Woo! So what I was looking to do while I was in Thailand was basically some preliminary investigation into business attitudes towards clean energy and climate change, and how that would affect tourism, hotels, levels of pollution, how it would really affect the locals and their businesses around it. So just some background information. Within Thailand, 49% of the population are employed in agriculture, and its 3,200 kilometer coastline plays the vital role in their tourism. Think of their beautiful beaches. They are wonderful. But anyway, what I was looking at was to investigate their locals and businesses' attitudes towards climate change and how aware they were of the impacts that may or may not affect them. But how do you even go about preparing for something like this? I hear you beg. Well, beg no more. What I did to prepare was, first, I had to decide what type of data I wanted to collect, whether it be quantitative or qualitative. I went for both. And then I had to figure out, how am I going to gather this information? What method am I going to use to actually gather the information that I need? Well, reading through several resources, I came across Key Methods in Geography by Clifford and Valentine, and within there, I found my method. I figured that I was going to use informal interviewing in order to get the best form of information from the people I was going to be talking to you, but also I thought I would guide it with a questionnaire in order to keep us from straying from the topic and also not waste their time, because that is one thing you don't want to do to somewhere you're staying. So in creating my questionnaire, I used Google Docs, which is actually a really good resource to use if you're making a questionnaire and anything like that, because you've got loads of different choices of what types of questions you can ask. You can ask yes or no questions, you can ask option questions. You've got a plethora of formats for you to utilize within the Google Doc. And then what you can also do at the end is get someone to fill out all the answers, when you can send them to people as well if you like. But once you've got all the answers, Google Docs will formulate them into charts and data for you, so you can save yourself some time. And it was perfect for me because I was able to have my iPad with me, get them to fill in all the questions, and then with that, all the data was there, and I haven't used any paper. Because one, I'd either lose it, two, it's bad for the environment. I mean, I'm asking questions about the environment and climate change. It's not good to be wasting paper when you've got a resource right here. So Google Docs was really useful in order to gather all the questions I needed from the people I was talking to. And also it was really efficient because I could just put that in my backpack and go and talk to whoever I liked. When it came to actually conducting the interviews, I had to go and consider who I was going to talk to. Generally, I decided I was going to talk to hotel managers and the tour operators, because they're really going to be the most affected by the effects of climate change and those effects of tourism. And that was actually quite easy because the hotel manager, they'll always have 5 or 10 minutes for you. You're the guest, and they want you to be happy, even if you're asking them somewhat may seem like random questions. So those interviews were actually really useful. However, when it came to the tour operators, now this was a little bit more difficult because there was something that I didn't consider, which was the language barrier. Most of their English centers around the tours and not climate change, but we managed to manage. I simplified down some of the questions and they gave me the best answers that they could, and there was a dynamic which we both understood, and it worked to a certain extent. But that is something I definitely take into consideration next time. But the answers they gave me to the questions I had were actually really useful, like how they would end up being affected, like most of their income relies on the tourism, and if the tourism is to leave, so does their income. Overall, I'd say it was a really great experience. Like, I gathered some really key information from doing that preliminary research into the what will eventually be my dissertation topic. Could be, I may actually change it, but that preliminary investigation really was really helped me develop my skills in talking to people one-to-one, and also just formatting questions and finding out which resources were best to use, what to prepare for, and what I could change next time as well, and generally just understanding how to properly undertake fieldwork, because I guess it's a work in progress, and yeah, can only get better at it. Thanks for watching. This has been the first of many vlogs by the Sage students, and I hope you enjoyed.